Hey everyone, I'm Tom, this is Joy.
Hello.
And today we are installing a dash screen in front of the steering wheel for the Tesla Model 3. You can also install this for the Tesla Model Y as well. This is from our friends at Enhauto Auto. They do other products like the sexy stalk, sexy knobs, sexy buttons. This is now the sexy dash. So for those of you who need that second screen, this is what this is good for. And we're going to run through the installation step by step, so bear with us. Alrighty, so as I said, first step is to install the Commander, which is, for those of you who know Enhance products, that's the ubiquitous triangle that's used for a lot of their products. That sort of talks to the dash and stalk and buttons and so on. We are installing this in a pre-facelift Tesla Model 3. I think it's 2023 version, but principles still apply whether you install it in a facelift Highland version or the pre-facelift or even in the new Juniper Y. Same principles. So there's always a port here on this driver's side. Okay, so let's undo the silicon rubberized protection first from the door. Let's undo this. Okay. So that is now free, and the next step is to remove this panel here. So luckily the kit comes with one of these. So triangular panel comes off first. See, they're all sort of plastic clips that go into there, so just nice and gentle, should pop out. Next one is to pop this guy out here. You can hear the clips coming off. Again, I try not to be too harsh because plastic is strong but it's also brittle, so you don't want to break anything on the way in or out. So that one goes in there, you can see. That one goes in there. Okay, next thing is to pull this whole section out here. For that, you want to remove these plugs. So they're normally like pins, like little, see, a little clip that comes out like that, right? So little buttons. So pull these out, and just put them aside, make sure you don't lose them. Then similarly, I think that's the only one from memory, so we just literally just unclamp these. It should pop out as well. There we go. Okay, so I've done a few of these, so I know where the weak points are, but obviously take time, take care if it's your first time. Okay, so you'll see now, that's the hard bit, pulling all that apart. So you see now, there's always a spare port. See, there it is, the blue spare port. Never seen one with that one. So this is like a harness. It's sort of, it's like a piggyback. It sort of, what's the word, bypasses it, or sort of adds another loop into this system. That's the data port, that's the power port. So let's plug this one in first. Actually, let's undo this one first. So push that in and it should slip out. There we go. So yeah, never pull out by the wires, just it's good practice. Just try and pull out by the plastic. So let's push that one in first. Okay, and then we'll push that one in there. So
You feel like a tech expert in those spy movies when you do this.
I'm not MacGyver. There's only one Richard Dean Anderson. Okay, so now this has to go back in here. There we go. And this black piece there goes in there. And if it all goes well, done. Green light means it's powered. All right, so that wasn't too bad in the end. So before putting everything back together, I recommend you make sure this works first. So let's power this. So this also comes with a USB-C cable. Okay, good news everyone. I've plugged the USB-C cable into the car's power and it is all running. So we will take our time to play with this once we put everything back together. Okay, now comes the other fun bit of putting everything back together. So this large piece slides in first. So first of all, just tuck the Commander in a pocket like that, anywhere you can find a spot. Okay, so So when you got that hole to hold, that's always a good sign. And we just clip the plastic bits back in. So I think we're good. Yeah, it's always a good noise.
Happy noises. Yep.
Yeah, all good noises. Oh, that's
Happy clicks.
a good day today. It's all just literally falling into place. And this button. Oops. Spoke too soon. Never celebrate too early. Commentator's curse. There we go. That is good. That's not bad. And then I think this was next, wasn't it? This bit. So then goes there, goes there. It's a nice edge on the outside. Yes.
Happy clicks again.
All good. And noises are important in this game.
Well, you can tell when you've done it right because the click just, it's like really satisfying.
Yes. I think it's all secure now. I'm happy with that. Good. And then the last thing is just the rubber. So rubber on top. Perfect. Let me just shut the door.
You need to pop that one just a bit.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I might actually send this one.
It's me doing my part.
Okay, I think that's not bad. We can probably shut the door to sort of smooth it all out.
Yeah. So
naturally.
basically just do as much as you can by eye
Yep.
before shutting the door.
Yep. All right, let's give it a go. Yeah.
Maybe pop the window up as well.
Okay, one more with the window up. Okay, I think that's fairly satisfactory. Couldn't really tell we were there. So it comes with a few spare parts, so extra 3M tape, Allen key, and then a wet wipe as well. So, okay, so now you've done the hard bit, which is the Commander. The next bit obviously is to install the position of the dash itself. So there are 3 places I reckon you can install this. The company itself and other YouTubers have said you can install this all the way back here, like almost like near the windscreen, right?
Yeah, so it's like basically like a head-up display.
Yeah, basically. So you're basically like seeing it, like I'm seeing it now above the steering wheel, right? So it's actually quite far away. You could stick it here a bit closer, but then the steering wheel itself could block.
Yep.
The
But the
view?
benefit of putting it there is that it doesn't block the
Yeah.
air conditioning vents.
That's right. And then the third option is to install it like right there, right? So that way I'm looking straight through the steering wheel, which personally, if this was my car, I would want it like that because I want to see right through. Obviously the compromise is that it's blocking some of the airflow from the vent.
But the beauty of this is that you can choose which one you prefer.
Yeah, so I've asked the driver of this vehicle and he said he would prefer it like that. He doesn't mind the compromise of the airflow, but he would prefer to see right through the steering wheel. So we're going to do that for him. Okay, so obviously clean this area first, which we've done, and then use the wet wipe supplied to just give that another clean. And then wait 30 to 60 seconds for that to dry. Okay, so let's stick it down. So 3M tape, let's remove that. Okay, so we want to stick it as close to the vent as possible. I know it's angled this way, so just be aware of that as well. And then centered too. And this is as high tilt as possible. So I'm going to just look through the wheel now to make sure it's centered. Is that pretty far back there? Happy with that position? Yep, just follow the grain of the wood, I can see. Just slowly tilt it down like that. Okay.
Probably could have gone a bit higher, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I guess better to leave.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to use my fingers to just push it down for a minute. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. In fact, I'm going to peel this plastic. Oh yeah, that's my reward for doing this. Now the company recommends you can actually wind this wire, which you need to install to power this thing, obviously. You can wind it through the vent and then just back through here, where we pull all that out apart, under the driver's seat, and then through the USB ports in the rear console. But what I'm going to do is, I don't mind doing this, and I've checked with the driver, is to plug it in and actually wind it this way on the middle part of the car. under there, and you'll see, I'm going to hide this under here, right? All this stuff here. It's easy enough to just tuck it in. And then that way it will go through to the back this way, through the middle of the car.
So yeah, all you'd ever see on top is just that little bit there.
Yeah, tiny bit of wire exposed, which I think is a compromise to pulling the dash apart, which I don't really want to do today. I was wondering why the spare pack came with an Allen key and a black plug. So I think it's because once you're happy with the position of this magnetic thing, then you just tighten this up so it stays in position, right? So we were happy, in fact we wanted the maximum tilt this way, so what I'm going to do is tighten it now. I'm going to install this. So just one key to give it some more torque. Oh yeah, a bit more give there. That way it should and hopefully rotate over time. Always worry about going too far, but I just finger tighter like that. And the final piece of the puzzle is to put the black plug in, so you can see a notch there, a bit of plastic down the bottom, so you know that's the way to stick it in. So let's do that. Okay, there you go. That's
happy noises again.
I don't know how that's going to come out later on, but let's hope it doesn't need to. It's flush now. All right, let's do the wire installation. So wire installation, I would feed that through like that, then stick it underneath like that. Find the magnet. Okay, so that's good there. Like I said, that's all you'll ever see, that little bit of black. Okay. So once you find underneath, see that? Actually, you can use your fingers or you can use the tool they gave you, but my fingers are small enough that I can tuck it all in. I can probably fine tune it later. I'll just go right through the car. And obviously I'll fine tune all the wiring, but you literally just plug it into the back USB-C port there for this car. Alrighty, so we've installed everything we need to in terms of hardware. Now just to run through the software, and just letting you know this is an early software version. Updates are obviously coming. As with all Sexy products, they always provide software updates with their products. So lots of options. You can toggle a lot of things here. So the main thing obviously is that you can now have the speedometer right there in front of you. We'll go for a drive in a second. But you've even got things like estimated range remaining. You can toggle regen braking, temperature of the battery, Apple CarPlay, and all this is of course customizable. All these widgets, you can move them around. You can select new ones. There's lots of options here. Gauges, navigation, you can add that. Lots of things you can add in these widgets. The stats, very handy information, almost like Scan My Tesla level. Battery information, and controls as well. So all this is available. So handy. If you know the enhanced products, like through the knob, the stalk, the buttons, you will know all these different modes that you can add. So very good indeed. And they give you 4 screens to play with, so you can drag them like that. You can have 4 screens, 4 options, which is very handy. There you go. So I think let's try this one. We'll go for a quick drive and you can see the speedometer at work, so I might get Joy to hold that right there. So just a quick drive just around this neighborhood here. And it's very easily visible through the steering wheel for me. I can see everything I need to see right through there. Might be a bit of glare obviously through the camera. It might be an artifact of the camera, but I can see with my eyes very clearly.
And despite me holding the camera in front of you as well.
Yeah, no problem. So again, an option for those who want that telemetry through the steering wheel. And honestly, I'll say this honestly, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, aftermarket dash thing I've seen so far of all the ones I've tested. This has got a nice clear display like this. It's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and from good guys like the Enhance team. Pretty confident in this product, having tested others of theirs. The store, the buttons, the dash. Now, all right, guys. So there it is, the sexy dash in action. And just final thoughts, it's got a QLED screen as well, so very high definition, very high quality, and an anti-reflective film, I think, as well on it. More important for those of you who are going to install it nearer to the windscreen.
So it doesn't reflect up onto the windscreen.
Yep, correct. So very nice. So yeah, if you got any questions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed this video from Joy and myself, and thank you to the Enhance team for sending us this sexy dash to test. Until next time, it's happy charging.